Welcome to the College Investor Audio Show, where we talk about the biggest issues impacting millennial money, from student loan debt to side hustles to building wealth. We will show you how to get out of debt so that you can build real wealth for the future.
Hey guys, it's Robert from the College Investor here, and today I am excited to talk to you about Tomorrow.me. And Tomorrow.me is a really interesting app that you can get for your phone, and it is an estate planning app. And I hope you kept with me this long because estate planning can be a big downer. But over the last few weeks in our Facebook group, the Investing in Personal Finance Facebook group, about a dozen people have asked or mentioned about getting a will and trust set up for their family. And I was excited to see that, but sadly, too many people don't take these steps. They don't think that estate planning is fun to think about because it involves death. It can be confusing. It can be expensive. Going and talking to a lawyer can be scary, or even just thinking about your plan can be scary to do. So the list goes on and on and on about why people don't plan their estates. And Tomorrow.me is seeking to solve that problem by having a nice little app that you can do in the privacy of your own home that can really be an estate plan for a large portion of Americans that have pretty simple estates. Maybe they just have a house, some kids, a few bank accounts, an investing account, and boom, you can have everything in the app pretty darn quickly. So without further ado, I'm going to dive in. I'm going to talk to you about Tomorrow.me and what it does. So like I said, it's an app. It's available on both Android and iPhone. And what it does is it helps you create a will and a trust, and it also allows you to purchase life insurance if you don't have anything yet. The app basically can handle all of your end-of-life affairs in a pretty simple, straightforward way. Tomorrow's CEO says that his goal is to take the morbidity out of planning for end of life. It's a topic that people don't want to talk about. People don't like to think about their own mortality, and it can be confusing. People simply don't know what they don't know when it comes to life insurance, wills, and trusts. So Tomorrow has created an app that is visually appealing and walks you through a series of questions to create the right documents for you. And if you don't have life insurance, you can purchase it right there. The CEO, Hanley, goes on to say that thinking about this is the only part of your plan that you need to put together for your family. Everything from the brand of Tomorrow, focusing on the future, the iconography of the app, the social experience to where I began typing my name, all have been tested and carefully crafted. So think about that for a second. This app is designed to just do everything you need for your end of life. And I honestly spent some time fiddling with it, and I'm excited to say, it's pretty easy to use. There's a few things that are a little annoying, but honestly, I was able to create a will and trust for my family in about 15 minutes in the privacy of my own home. When you get started with the app, it really just asks you for your name and address and phone number. Super easy. Then you add in your bank information and your insurance policies and your investments, because if you die, it's important that people know where your money is. You add in your belongings. You might add in a coin collection or your car. And then you add in your family and friends and anybody else you want to know about your wishes. The cool thing is Tomorrow is giving you an incentive to do this. Right now, if you connect 3 people on the app, Tomorrow is going to give you $5,000 in accidental death and disability insurance. So honestly, you get a $5,000 insurance policy if you just connect 3 people. And most of you will, because you're going to have your kids, your spouse. You should also have a friend, a parent, and a trusted advisor. So you could probably have a web of 8 to 10 people that you're going to connect to the Tomorrow app. So that way you can get your $5,000 accidental death and disability life insurance policy. The thing too is it's important to connect people, because if you do die, then these people have the connection to the Tomorrow app. They can see what your end of life wishes were, and everything can be streamlined and seamless. If you don't connect anybody to the app, nobody is going to know what your wishes were. Once you enter all your family, you have to set up roles. So the roles that they're looking for are the executor of your will, who's going to take care of things based on your wishes that you put into the app. the trustee for your trust, and this is the person that's going to manage your money. And you also need to set up a role for your children if you have them. You need to name a guardian for your kids. And this is the person that's going to take care of your kids if anything happens to you. You don't have to have the same person do all these roles. For example, if you have someone in your family that is going to be awesome with your kids, maybe it's a sister or a brother or, whoever, that's great. But maybe that person isn't great with money. Well, you don't have to have the same person manage your money that you have manage or have raised your children if you pass away. And once you get everything set up, you just really click a few buttons for your will and your trust, and everything is rocking and rolling. It's important to note, though, that you need to execute your trust. So once you get your trust created, you have to move your stuff into the trust. So that means transferring your house into the trust name, having your bank accounts transferred into the trust name. And this is the hardest part of actually getting things done, and something that people don't do because it requires this extra step. It's also the most confusing part. So you might want to consider getting professional help if you are thinking about moving a house into a trust. So honestly, guys, I really enjoyed using the Tomorrow app. It was really straightforward and easy to use. Is it the end all of estate planning? No, but I think it honestly can solve estate planning for a large portion of Americans, and it's cheaper than sites like LegalZoom or Rocket Lawyer or Nolo. So these online tools, this is a cheaper way to do it. It does it in the app. It's very streamlined. It's easy to use. And I think it's a great way. And plus you get $5,000 in insurance for giving it a shot. So I'd love to know what you think. Have you tried Tomorrow? Have you put together your will and trust and your estate plan? If so, leave a comment. Head over to the show. Or head over to the blog. I'd love to know exactly what you're thinking when it comes to this. You can go to thecollegeinvestor.com/episode 54 and let me know exactly what you're thinking. All right, thanks guys, and I will talk to you next time.